Hello everyone and welcome to your class today. Today is a really lovely practice. It's a side lie-in practice. So we're just going to be on one side and then the other side, and this is a foundation level class. Brilliant for everyone and really lovely when you're maybe a little bit low energy but still want to work. Working in side lie-in is amazing. It's such an important aspect of our Pilates practice, and it's incredible for working your inner thighs, your outer legs, your hips, pelvic stability, your obliques and your whole trunk, the back body and the front body, because laying on your side is obviously quite a small surface area to balance. So it's actually a really, really great way to strengthen your back and to alleviate any back pain as well. So just so many brilliant reasons to do side lie-in. So all you might need for this practice is a cushion or a ball. We're just going to use it to help with a little bit of extra padding. You can even have a rolled up towel, and let's get started. So of course we're going to start on our side. So nice to just lay down and work our bodies on our side. So we're actually going to have that pillow or that cushion just there, and we're going to just warm up through our backs a little bit on our side. So thoracic rotation, really nice to do in this way. So starting with your knees just in front of you into a chair position, hands behind your head and your elbows pointing forwards. Being just on the pillow or the cushion like this just really helps get everything in alignment, the neck and the rest of the spine. And then just start to find that lift under the waist. So we really want both sides of the waist to be the same length, long and lengthened. We're going to take the top elbow and just let the head roll back into the hands, into the cushion, and just looking behind you as you open up the elbow, the shoulder, and then we're coming back to the front. So we'll just do about 6 of these. We're going to breathe in, bring the elbow to the ceiling. Breathe out as you continue to rotate back behind you. Breathe in as you come back to the ceiling, and breathe out as you close it back again. So just finding that nice Pilates breath pattern. And as you are encouraging the full range of movement, let's focus on just keeping the legs nice and still, the knees pointing forwards, the pelvis stable so the hips are stacked one on top of each other, and keeping that length through the waist. So the top hip is lengthening away from you. So we'll do 3 more. This is really good for scapular stability as well. So really nice, healthy shoulders, which is what we want. Healthy shoulders, healthy spine. And coming back. And then throughout this whole side lying series, we want to also just maintain a sense of center, a sense of abdominal connection, but without any tension. So we've finished that last one there. Good. So now we're going to take that pillow or that cushion and just bring it in front of you. We're going to bring the top knee and just rest it onto that cushion. Resting down, you're going to just lay on this outside arm now out straight. So the bottom leg is nice and straight, lengthened away. You can just keep the foot relaxed. Again here, just really lengthen the top hip so the waist on the underneath side is lengthened. And then we're going to lift and lower for our inner thigh raises. So working that moving leg, the inner thigh, and finding that length and flow, feeling that lift and control, breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. 10 here. Good. So when we're laying on the side, quite common things to happen is sort of the hip rolls back or the waist sinks into the mat. So just keep checking in with those technical points, those form elements, so that you can really make the most of this practice, focusing on the side. So we're going to lift and we're just going to take little presses now, just up and down an inch, just relaxing the foot but not letting it kind of hang sickle or like hang down. So just keeping the foot in line, and you're just pressing up to really work, get the blood rush into that inner thigh and working to warm and strengthen the inner of the leg. The rest of the body is relaxed. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed as you work down into the lower body. Let's go 5, 4, finding that length, 3, 2, 1, and the leg comes down. Good. Just bring both knees up and give that inner thigh just a little tap, or a little rub, just to kind of make sure that it's feeling nice and released again. And then I'm going to actually now just bring that cushion under my head here, between my arm and my head. And then I'm going to take the top leg and extend it out. So now the other knee, the knee closest to the floor, is bent in front of you. So we're going to work our side lying leg series here. So we're going to reach that top leg away. Remember, it's all about feeling and lengthening rather than how high you lift the leg. So we're just going to lengthen the leg up above the hip and down, keeping it parallel. Breathing out, breathing in. Good. Great. So try not to shorten the waist. Keeping the leg parallel. What wants to happen is it sometimes likes to turn out to get higher. So keeping it nice and parallel. Reaching out through the toes. Don't worry about this top arm. You can have it reaching up. You can have it on the hip. You can have it in front of you. Just really focus on keeping the shoulder relaxed wherever the arm might be. Good. Now we're going to go front and back. So we're going to lengthen the leg before we move it. We want to lengthen the leg, and then we're going to sweep it front, and we're going to sweep it back. We're going to sweep it front. We're going to sweep it back. So we're not worrying too much about what the foot's doing in this series. We're just focusing on the side lying body control, the leg work. Moving from the hip, not from the pelvis. Good. Swinging the leg forwards and back. Finding that active hamstring lengthening. Good. Lovely. And bringing it back. And then bring it back in line with the hip. You might be feeling the work a little bit around the hip, a little bit of burning or gripping. Just keep lengthening it away. And we're going to take circles. So small circles with that leg now for 5. From the leg, from the top of the hip, 3. And 2, rolling the hip forwards, and 1. Reverse those circles for 5. For 4, can you lengthen the leg even further? For 3. For 2, careful not to let the knee bend. Last one, lengthen it a little bit further away. And then bring the knees on top of each other. Good, just give that hip a little bash, a little rub. Again, just to ease any tension there. And then you're going to stretch both legs out, maybe a little bit in front of you. And this is where we're going to work into the obliques, a little bit into the waist as well with our torpedo. So let's start with just lifting the top leg up, lifting the underneath leg to meet it without collapsing into your waist, and then both legs come down, okay? So for the first option, the first time you try this exercise, you might need to have that hand in front of your body for a bit of balance. Just to help with that stability. And then as you find your control, your stability, you can always try taking the arm off, either onto the hip or reaching it up to the ceiling. Good, really nice. So we lengthen the top leg away, we lengthen the underneath leg away, and we lower down. Good. Let's go 4 more here. So both legs are off the floor straight and down. 3 more. And down, really nice. Last 2. So now it's the inner thighs and the hips working, and the obliques and the back. Last one, you're going to hold those legs up there, and then we go down and up with the legs together. So beautiful long legs. Breathing out, breathing in. Good, connecting those inner thighs. Again, don't worry how high the legs go. Focus on keeping the hips stacked and the pelvis stable. Good, now we're gonna hold this next one up there. Now check here for me. Are you neutral with the pelvis and the spine, long in the neck, shoulders relaxed, reach the legs away, squeeze the inner thighs together. Maybe can you come onto the fingertips of that front arm? Maybe lift the arm up for a little balance test. And then lower the legs down, lower the arm down. Good, just bend at your knees, push yourself all the way up. Lovely. And before we come to the other side, we're just going to take that top leg and we're going to do a little pretzel stretch because I'm sure you're feeling a little bit sore around those hips. So just taking that top leg over the bent knee and you can just hug the knee in towards you for a stretch. So you could always sit on that cushion, just on the edge of the cushion, just to help with the length in your spine. And just hug that knee in towards you, growing tall through the body. Feel the hips melting down. Lovely. Good. So we're going to go for that lovely sequence on the other side. So first of all, just pop your cushion or your pillow for your thoracic rotation. We're going to come to that side now, the other side. We're going to have the hands behind the head. We're going to have the knees in front of your hips, tracking forwards, about a right angle with the legs. Just let your body settle. And before you start moving, let's just check in with our points for the start position. So we want to lengthen the top hip away, find the lift under the waist, elbows are pointing forwards, head and neck are long and in line. So let's inhale, raise the top elbow. Now you want to let the head really kind of feel heavy in the hands, and hands are on that cushion as you roll into that thoracic rotation. Good, come back to the ceiling and then follow with your eyes back to the front. We inhale, we exhale, we inhale, we exhale. Lovely. So shoulders are stable and placed on the back as you move the thoracic part of the spine, then cervical and thoracic spine, the top and middle part of the back. And you're keeping the pelvis as stable as you can. So we get that nice sense of opposition. The legs are anchoring down. 2 more. And last one. Good. Really great to work posture to get this rotational movement. So from here, we're going to come to our first leg work with the inner thigh raises. So I'm going to take that cushion now in front of the hips, rest the top knee onto it. So it just comes down at an angle there a little bit, but it's supported onto that padded cushion. The other leg is stretching long and we're going to lay on the arm. So we're nice and aligned there. Good, so hips are stacked one on top of each other. Now, that probably means you just need to really lengthen that top hip away, finding that lift on the underneath side of the waist, and then we lift the inner thigh, the whole leg, but you're really focused on lifting from the inner thigh of that bottom leg. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in. You're doing so well. Good. You're working your body in that calm, controlled way. Good. Really focusing on the health of your joints and your muscles, your spine. Good. And then we're going to hold this next one up there. So we're just keeping that foot quite relaxed, and we're just going to take presses up with the leg, the whole leg, lengthening it away. Is this top shoulder relaxed? Relax that neck. You've got 8, 7, 6, and 5, and 4. We've got 3, yes, 2, 1, and that bottom leg comes down. So switching over, but before you do, just give that inner thigh just a little tap, a little release. Good. And then I'm going to take that cushion just under my ear so that neck is nicely supported. And then I'm going to take the top leg out. Now, the top leg now is going to be the working leg, that straight leg. The bottom leg is like an anchor in that right angle. And you're pressing through the shin and the thigh there. And then checking that we're not rolling the pelvis up to the ceiling. We want to have those hips stacked on top of each other as we lift and lower through the outside leg. Maintaining parallel. Good. Squeezing around the outside of that hip into the glutes to strengthen those glutes inside lying. Good. Not just thinking about the side, but thinking about what the front of the body is doing and what the back of the body is doing. Good. You can put your hand at the back of the body. So let's go front and back now. So before you move the leg forwards, can you lengthen the leg away? And then we kick it forwards and we sweep it back from the hip. And it sweeps back. And it sweeps forwards. And it sweeps back. Good, really nice one. Active hamstring lengthening and hip extension. Really great for walking, running. Really great for your posture because you are opening up the hips, lengthening the hamstrings, which has such an effect on the rest of the body. The spine, the upper back, the neck. Good, let's hold it after that last one. And then we circle for 5, little circles, and 4. We're getting a little bit more work here for 3, for 2. Yes, keep that leg up. Last one, you're so nearly there. I know you're maybe feeling the burn a little bit here. 5, and 4, and 3, just the leg, and 2, and 1. Can you lengthen it? And then it comes in and you can relax for a moment. Good. Just give that hip a little tap, a little rub, easing out any tension. And then let's go for the leg raises, the torpedo double leg raises. So we're going to start, both legs are extended out in a nice straight line. Again, you're lifted on the underneath waist. Hand can be in front for a bit of support, especially for the first few. And then you can always try and take it off to test your balance. So we're going to take the top leg up, keeping it long and straight. Underneath leg comes up to meet it, and then the legs come down. So we go one leg, other leg. Breathe. One leg, other leg, and down. Keeping that flow. Lovely. Good. So as you know, laying on that side, it's nice and calm, but it's not a rest. You know, this is quite a strong position, especially with both legs out straight here. You're literally balancing on that hip. Good. Maybe seeing if you can take the top hand to the hip or up to the sky. Let's hold this next one up there. I think I'm going to bring my hand down. And then we lower both legs down and lift both legs up. And both legs down and both legs up. Only lift the legs as high as you can without sinking, without shortening the waist, without dropping in the side. Good. Keep the neck relaxed, the inner thighs squeezing together for 4, for 3. Good, for 2. Yes, we're so nearly there with this sequence, guys. Last one. Hold it for a moment. Squeeze the legs together. Can you lengthen them away? Can you take the top arm up to test your balance today? And then bring everything down and relax. Really great. Let's push ourselves up for that stretch on the other side. So again, if you want to sit on the edge of your cushion, just to help the posture and the hips. And you're going to take that leg that was working, the outside leg, over the top of the bent knee, down the knees forwards, one knee's tracking forwards, one knee's pointing up. Hug that knee in. Melt through the sit bones. Elongate the spine. Feel those connections from the side of your body. Feel the lift out through the top point of your head, the crown of your head. And then just releasing and twisting back to the front. And then just coming to sit in a nice, comfortable, calm, seated position. Letting your hands just settle somewhere on your lap. Lifting out through your body, through your eyes. And taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out. Feeling the size of the ribs. 2 more. Breathing in. Grounding the pelvis. Breathing out. And can you grow an inch taller? Breathing in. And breathing out. Beautiful work today, everyone. Well done. I hope you enjoyed that class focusing on our side lying work. I'm so proud of you and I'm really looking forward to seeing you again on the mat soon. Bye.